We are living in some weird times, aren't we?
We are, or we not? I swear.
I keep hoping we just wake up and it's a bad dream, you know?
Yeah. The one thing that I've seen that's a little positive that I think will help is in 2 or 3 instances the police have just, got down, got up, took a knee.
Yeah.
And another instance where they joined in with the marchers, showing that they felt in agreement with their philosophy, if not their methods, I guess. I don't know. Something needs to be done. I agree, but they're not. That's not the way to do it.
No, it's awful.
Yeah.
It seems to have some organization to it too.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, how does a pile of bricks magically show up?
I find it hard to believe that that over the whole country, there are all these professional agitators that were assigned to these different. That just doesn't. That stretches. I can see it might happen in 1 or 2 cities, but to have these people show up in all of them, I don't know whether that's realistic or not.
Well, look, they had some protesting in downtown Longview.
That's
there.
what I heard.
You see that?
I heard it.
Not too far from you, you know.
On 4th Street or something. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it was fortunately, I think it was peaceful, and that's fine. Everybody's got the right to do that.
That's right.
I don't know, tearing up police cars and beating people up. I saw one poor guy get mercifully beaten in critical condition in Dallas, and it's just a mob of people doing
mob
that kind of stuff.
mentality and mob actions.
Yeah. But it seemed to be a lot of young people. I mean, mostly young people. There was one old guy. The old guy was the one that got whooped. He was carrying an American flag of all things. I don't get it.
That's scary.
Hopefully these times will go by and we will be done with them.
I'm ready.
It's a new version of the Civil War.
Yeah.
If you were a fan of the first one, this is the new improved version. So anyway,
okay.
I saw the results. Let's talk about the results, I guess.
Well, that was one of those days where when you start off weak, you stay weak. Because I decided to throw a spinnerbait.
Now, where'd you start off at? You were what part of the lake?
Same place I've been fishing.
On the east side of the lake up there?
Running Branch, yeah. There's quite a bit of grass there. And I decided I would start with a spinnerbait. Overcast morning over the grass.
Yeah.
First cast. Got a dandy on. Never
Really?
seen. But it was a good fish. And I was, had the rod in one hand and the other was leading it working it towards the boat. And it wrapped around the stump. Well, I headed towards the stump, and about the time I got there, that 20-pound big game went.
Oh no.
So I not only lost the only spinnerbait I had,
Oh no.
but I lost a good fish right off the start. Well, I scrounged around and found another spinnerbait. I did have one, but it was completely different. And I started throwing it, and I missed 3 or 4 fish on it.
Yeah. Now, who were you fishing with that day?
What was his name?
Greg Gisler?
Jackie Price.
Oh, you were with Jackie Price.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had 2 fish. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we started throwing the flukes in the grass like we'd been doing, and I managed to catch 3 or 4 fish. And
which ain't bad. That's a good fish.
Yeah, it was.
The other guy that won it had a 449. It was the biggest fish he had. He just caught more of them, I guess.
That's right. I didn't have enough. That was my trick.
Don Overstreet, he was in wasn't he in the money last week, I think?
Probably.
A little bit.
Don stays, yeah.
He did good this week.
If I'd have had a limit, I think I'd have probably been okay. But my last, interestingly enough, the last fish I had, I stayed with the fluke all day. And it finally dawned on me after the sun came out that Charlie and I the previous week, I had decided that since the fish didn't want to bite the fluke, I was going to try a French fry. And that's what I call all my fish on. So I finally woke up and put a French fry on and caught my big fish on the first cast.
Really?
If I'd have been throwing it all morning, I'd have done a lot better. But I went down, we stayed there. We hit 2 or 3 other spots, didn't do any good, and went down to the bridge, the old sunken bridge, which I had.
You talking about down along this area?
Right,
Yeah.
which had been being good for some big fish.
Yeah.
4 boats on it. So, so much for that. Went down to Bird Island, been catching some fish there, nothing.
Huh.
So, it was over with for us about probably 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Which is good. This week we quit at 12.
Yeah.
This is our summertime. We start our summertime schedule, fish sun up 30 minutes before sun up till noon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I noticed last Wednesday I went out and I came in early because I had something, I don't remember what to do. And when I was putting the boat up, I thought I really did think I might have a heat stroke if I didn't get out of the heat.
Really?
I nearly croaked. And I got in the truck after I got everything put up, the temperature was 78 degrees. But it was just
Yeah, just itchy.
just no air movement, sun beating straight down. The what is it? The feels like, I swear it had to be 100 degrees.
Goodness.
It was just unbearable.
Well, we've had such nice weather,
Yeah.
nice and cool, and all of a sudden this weekend it got kind of hot, and
I remember every year when I was selling cars, in June I would wonder how I was ever going to survive to August because it was so hot out on that asphalt with
Yeah.
the high humidity.
yeah,
The
So-
fishing was kind of poor. It wasn't either. The luck was poor.
yeah.
You got to have a combination of, you got to have everything in there. And luck plays a lot bigger factor than a lot of people want to admit, but it does.
Yeah.
Things have to go your way. And that 20-pound test big game breaking, that doesn't happen. I don't break big game.
Yeah.
But it just it did. It broke and there went to fishing.
So you seeing much grass and hydrilla
There's
around
a
that area?
surprising amount of grass in there, but it only goes out to about 3 feet. I mean, it's shallow, but it's got fish in it, and it's all up in the Running Creek and Coffee Creek area.
That's all
Okay,
right.
yeah, this little cove right here. This is what
Oh, okay.
I think it starts. It may start on out here on the point now, but
then
it starts in.
At Hobbs Point.
Yeah, it may start on Hobbs Point, but it starts definitely in here.
Well, that area there it historically has had a lot of grass and stuff up in there.
That's true.
Yeah.
I did not fish those boathouses over on the right-hand side.
Uh-huh.
I didn't find anything over there. Of course, that day was, I guess that was Wednesday. Wednesday was not a real good fishing day.
Yeah.
But,
So did you pre-fish just Wednesday? Is that what you did?
yeah.
Is your partner fishing with you that day too, or
No, he didn't.
you just fish by yourself
Yeah,
then? Okay.
I may not get to pre-fish at all this week. I got my boat in the shop out here having transducers reset. My Hamby keel protector that I had put on the boat, the back edge of it has come undone, so it hangs down about that far into the boat, and I've lost 2 or 3 fish in baits where a fish would run under the boat and then come forward, and that line comes, scrapes under the hull and it catches that. Katie Barley don't
Gone.
over with. So Richard Belt out at Tiny's Fiberglass is going to repair that for me.
Yeah.
So
So the other people that were fishing, do you know what parts of the lake they were
I really do
they were
not
catching in?
have not a clue. Didn't see Don Overstreet wasn't where I expected him to be. So I don't. He may be back in. He likes Little Caney.
Yeah.
And he may well be in Little Caney. Little Caney's got a lot of grass in it back up in the back.
Okay.
Matter of fact, that's where Charlie said Don was fishing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is the last COVID tournament. This was.
It is, yeah. This tomorrow, Thursday, we're going back under regular rules, except that we're going to use the remote registration and weigh-in.
Okay.
We're going to continue.
And this is hardcore.
hardcore 1, yeah.
And you're on area number
Area
1.
1, that's right, yeah.
That's this area right
Yeah,
here.
it's up from.
It's actually a little further south. I guess,
Yeah,
but,
it goes from the
the tip of that
tip
southern,
of this over to
yeah.
the spillway.
both of those tips down there.
Yeah. I went into alligator, I was really disappointed at the lack of grass. There was a little bit in there, but it just wasn't. Alligator usually has pretty good grass in it.
You know, last time me and you went in there wasn't any grass. It was some stick ups, you know, but
I don't believe I caught a fish in there. It went in there fairly early.
Yeah.
But,
so the weather this week going to be what?
hot.
Hot.
Yep.
90 degrees. All right.
You know, they're saying chance of rain. Oh, showing chance of rain.
Showing 20% today.
Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday, the forecast I looked at showed better chances, and I don't think it showed any for Thursday. Of course, I don't know. It'll do what it's going to do and won't what it won't.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you an interesting thing, something that I find interesting every time it happens anyway. I was out in Lowe's buying the pieces to hang a ceiling fan in our kitchen. And the guy said, "The Lake Fork man." I looked around.
Oh, Lord.
I said, "Yeah, that's. I watch every one of them." I said, "Well, we're getting ready to do another one come Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be watching for it."
Oh, yeah. I love it.
So, hi.
Hi, how y'all? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it's been fun doing these things. And
Yeah, I enjoy it. And that really makes you feel good when you get a positive reaction from somebody out there. Because sometimes I tend to wonder, especially the dry spell I've been in, am I doing any good for anybody?
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, you know, your dry spell's not a dry spell for most people. So, I mean, that's you know, that's wanting perfection, and it's that's good, you know. The rest of us, we're trying to get to your dry spell.
Did I send you that picture that I had that was from 94?
I saw, I saw that. You did that. I saw that on the Facebook, you know, and I had put that up one time before.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just, I don't remember what.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And I stumbled across that.
Yeah.
The only thing I've ever done that came close to that was back in 1984, as a matter of fact, was the year on Toledo Bend.
Mm-hmm.
My partner and I caught a 29.08 pound stringer, 5 fish. We had some hard. That was back in the days when 20 pounds was huge.
Yeah.
You know, 29 down there now is nothing. But that was the biggest stringer anybody had ever heard of at the time. And it only lasted for about 3 weeks, and, you know, then they started dragging them in every time.
So, this, I don't know what we got. Do you know what tournaments we have?
Very little.
We're still in
We're in June.
It's June 1st.
Yeah, there's just not much going on.
So, I've been getting a few notices from the Lake Fork Sportsmen's Association, you know, and it looked like they were trying to show some of the tournaments that were coming, but I didn't really just spend enough time.
They're off in the fall. The fall schedule's fine. Once you get through August or September, it comes back to life. Everybody was and still is kind of scary, you know, leery about what's going on, and all these protests. I'm afraid, like they said, they're expecting to see spikes
as a result of that.
Yeah. And that's because these people out there hollering and screaming and getting all worked up.
Yeah. I'm not sure what good that does.
Yeah, putting a lot of germs in the air. And anyway.
Well, you know, they don't, Walmart, you can't even get your tires put on right now. They've closed down the tire section in there. So if you know, normally I buy my tires through Walmart, and so I like them all to match. Well, I need to get my car inspected, and I actually went a month early to try to get it inspected. They said, well, you need to change these front tires out.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. And then this thing hit. Well, how do I get my, you know, I don't want them all to be mismatched, you know, now. So,
why did Walmart's tire department shut down?
I'm not sure.
That doesn't make sense. Sounds like they must be remodeling it or something, because surely it has.
All of them shut down.
Really?
That's what I understand.
Now, somebody told my wife, you know, she hears over the grapevine, well, Target and Walmart shut down in Longview.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Did you hear it too?
I heard that yesterday. Because they were having a protest out front, you know. But I don't know. It's just, it's really messing with society for reasons that I don't understand, you know. But
everybody agrees with what needs to be. I don't think anybody disagrees that changes need to be made in the way that a lot of the police departments handle things. I think ours in Longview and East Texas, I think, do a pretty good job.
yeah, they seem
Much better than they probably did 30 or 40 years ago.
Yeah.
But some of those towns, you know, that kneeling on that guy's neck like that,
Oh, yeah.
and looking pretty casual about it with his hand in his pocket,
Yeah.
that, you know, that's
That's
pretty hard.
And he apparently had a lot of infractions
Yeah.
before that, and I don't know. It's getting harder and harder to get a good policeman because of what's going on in the
That's
country.
true.
So,
That's true.
I mean, this is not helping it.
That's right.
But you really need a good police force.
This is true. Very definitely. Yeah.
So,
Kudos to everyone we've got in law enforcement
Yeah.
here in East Texas, because they do good, I think.
well, the tractor tear apart. I've got it open.
got it open.
I got it out, and it's those pressure plates. It helps to have all the teeth on those things.
It
It's
probably
missing about
would.
6 or 8 of those teeth in there, and then the throw-out bearing it just
Yeah.
burnt completely up. I had to put a torch on it to get it off the coupling thing
Yeah.
that goes on there. So the parts are ordered and they're supposed to come in tomorrow, but that sucker was in bad shape.
You'll have a new one time to get done.
I may have to buy a new one. I might have to help get all the pieces
Yeah.
back together. So anyway.
Okay. That's interesting. Was it fairly straightforward to take it apart?
Pretty much, yeah. It wasn't that terribly bad. It's just a little unnerving, you know.
Yeah.
Because
Now I agree. That was
when you pull it apart, you better have a chain hoist on the top because this lot will slant either way.
it doesn't have the two. Well, even if it does, it can still lay over either way. Yeah.
It's got 2 wheels on it. And you roll the wheels over and it tends to lay over. I don't know how far it would lay over without that chain hoist.
That's true.
But it did start laying off, and I pulled the chain hoist up. What I did is I had a jack underneath there on the bottom side of it, and then I had the chain hoist in case it fell off of that.
Yeah.
And I pulled it out, managed to pull it out, did it all by myself. And I
Jeez.
had my follow-on
You're
standby.
tough. That's all I'm
At
saying.
90, had a 90-year-old on standby.
He called 911 for you.
Yeah, well, he's a good supervisor.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so maybe we'll maybe you do good this week.
Plan to.
Yeah.
Who knows? We're gonna do our best. It's
Well,
all you can do.
Yeah.
You go out there and you do what you know how to do, and you stop and think, and you throw. If the fishing gets tough, you downsize the bait, which is what I've been doing, and it works when I remember to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's amazing how fluke will work so good for a while, and then they'll stop biting it, and you change over to a French fry. Here they start
Yeah.
again.
So you think the French fries way to go this week? Or?
Yeah, I'll definitely.
Yeah.
I'll
We're
throw
in cotton
both.
candy, what we're doing?
Why would you say that?
Well, I'd even ask. All right. We'll call that good.